Hi guys, I told you I was coming back for all of my fellas, and I am back once again. And I just have a little food for thought for you guys. And please keep in mind, this is for a particular type of guy, okay? Or shall I say, particular types of guys, okay? This is not go out to every guy, because all guys do not fit the descriptions that I'm about to put out for you. I explained to you later back then that I was coming back with a follow-up on issues that women have when it comes to men, particular types of men. So I'm going to ask you guys to, let's take a deep breath. Whew. Unwind. Relax. Okay? Because I need you to be focused as I go through a couple of things that I've been listening to with a lot of women that I've been speaking with. And I need you to be real honest with yourself. If you fit any of these descriptions, I need you to really ponder on that, reflect, and ask yourself why, okay? Okay, this is some of the complaints that the women was having when it comes to men in this day and time, but we can't really say men today because the age group of women that I've been speaking to varies, okay? This age group goes from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s, okay, and even older. And a lot of them had the same complaints. So one had her thing was she was told that she wasn't being submissive, right? And we like, what? Okay, wow. So for me, I'm saying submissive. Guess what? If a man is lined up the way he should be, and he's pouring into his woman the way he should be, you don't ever have to worry about submission, fellas. Guess what? She'll be waiting on you. Panties at the door, dinner on the table, bath water, shower, whichever you prefer, will be running, and she will be in the bedroom waiting for you if you are lined up the right way, okay? The other thing one had was ghosting. What is this? Some cute word that people made up for being a coward? Because that's pretty much what it is. If you came in to do something, you should have stated what you wanted to do. Bottom line, communication. You will hear me say these words out of my mouth for the duration of this channel. No matter what the topic is, communication is key to life. Remember that. The next one was no communication. So I guess it's the ghosting, or it's no communication. Then it's the ghosting, which I consider the coward way out. You know, that's just my opinion. And please leave your feedback if any of these suit you. And even if they don't, if you are a man who is well put together out there and you are embarking on this channel, if you have some positive feedback to give to these women or to these fellas out here, I would greatly appreciate that. The plotting on vulnerable women. We find today that there's a lot of guys that are considered the new day gold diggers. That's what they're being called, because they sit and they prey on certain types of women, hoping to cash in on something big. Now, for me, I don't know, but I'm just giving my opinion. For me, I can't cheat myself in any way. So I don't care what you possess. A mansion on a hill, you can shower me with diamonds and furs, and guess what? If my heart isn't in it, sweetie, I have to go. And I will leave exactly the way I came in. Anything, I don't need any of it. If it's not real, I don't want it. And that's where a lot of women stand today. They don't want to be set up on some platform or put up in some palace and shower with all these things just for you to think that you own her later. Not okay. Okay? The next one is the cheating game. This one, I don't know. I've talked to a lot of males and they gave a lot of feedback to this. You know, basically I had one telling me it's about, you know, I'm not going to just say the hunt of it, but I've heard even a female tell me men are hunters. That's what they do. I think that's just an excuse to accept a man cheating on you. Me, I'll tell you quick. I'm not open for sharing when it comes to a man, especially willingly and knowingly. Not gonna happen. I feel like I'm worth more than that. The other one, we went into this 5-to-1 ratio because there's such a shortage on men out here. Guess what? There's going to be a shortage on women in a minute because a whole lot of them are turning to same-sex relationships because they're sick of the man walking around with false face, acting one way or displaying himself to be one thing and then turn out to be something else. So that's going to pretty much leave you guys out for the 5-to-1 because they're now embracing one another. Sad to say, but this is true. Okay? Then they said it was the constant accusing. Like, man, you know, like they've been accused for this and accused for that. We all know the truth about that. Most of the time when people are accusing, it's usually because they've done something or they're doing something themselves. Let's keep that real, okay? Then I'm going to go over here to some of my feedback that I got from some of the fellas, right? And, you know, one was saying that they don't, you know, this was the other thing, guys. Women were saying how, oh, yeah, they make comments like, oh, women, they independent, they don't need us, they da-da-da, boom, boom. Not true. I don't care how independent a woman is. We're always going to need one another. Man needs woman just like a woman need a man. Okay? And my thing to this particular guy or those particular guys out there who reach on shelves for top shelf, you want top shelf merchandise or top shelf whatever, and then when you get it, you find that you're not even built for it. That's on you guys. You need to take a second to think, am I ready for something like that? You know, guess what? They got it together. She's doing her thing. She look good. She's stacked up nice. Whatever it is that you see when you see her, you already knew she was top line. You already knew what level she was on. And it attracted you to her to begin with. So what happens once you get her to make you feel now you feeling inadequate or you feeling weak in the relationship? You knew you came in on false face. You came in wearing the mask. Females are sick of you guys walking around playing these little games with them. You know, this manipulating con little thing you do, this mind thing. They say they like to play mind games. And I'm saying, well, guess what? I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm a thinker by nature. This is what I do. I definitely don't need someone playing around with my damn mental while I'm mapping out my own life and everything that I have to do in it. So a lot of women are standing right there as well. They don't feel like being effed around. They don't feel like being played. If you're going to come in and you want to just have a little sexual relationship or you just want to be friends or you just whatever, say what you mean and mean what you say. People have no time to sit and read minds, okay? We just had a situation with a young lady whose guy fake loved on her the whole time and then moved down the street. Disrespectful, guys. It's very low. It's disrespectful. It's like low-lifted behavior. Who does that? That's some shit you see a stray dog do. Slide on over to the next yard. Try to hump that one. Slide on over to the next. Stop it, okay? Don't do that. That's not cool. It's not cool. Now, the other thing was, you know, I had a guy, and I'm going to say Mr. M. He said he didn't have a problem with a woman being independent. Just don't treat me like a peon because you might make more money or you feel that you stand a little stronger financially. And I totally agree with him. Because guess what? If you're going to bring someone in, and this is going out for my ladies right now. If you're going to bring a guy in, who sits and look at a guy and say, wow, he fine as hell. Oh, he look weak enough I could control him. Who wants to control some damn body? And if we keep it real as human beings, it's hard enough controlling your damn self to be running around here trying to control some other grown-ass person. Nobody wants that. If it was vice versa, would you want your man constantly controlling you? No. So think about that. And remember, we teach people how to treat us. Okay? Now let me go back to you fellas. This group of males. Whatever happened to you, whatever she did, however long ago, whether it was your first love, when you was a teenager, or it just happened in a long-term relationship, whatever the hell happened to you guys, remember, every woman did not do it to you. You cannot go around trying to make every woman pay the price for what some woman did to you. We need to stop that. I'm glad that I learned that at the age of 17. Every man didn't do it. I cannot make every man pay. And with that being said, I was able to move on quickly in life and not cause harm or hurt to anyone. When you meet me, I'm 100. I don't play with you. I'm not out to play games with anyone. And a lot of these sisters that I speak to, that I've been speaking with, they're the same exact way. 100. No joking, no playing, no manipulating, conniving, trying to get in your pockets type females. You understand? But I'm going to go back to this once again. Stop reaching for top shelf quality if you know you're on a beer budget. Bottom line. You can't buy champagne on a beer budget. So don't be looking at the higher stakes knowing that mentally, emotionally, you're not even ready for it. That's how you cause the problems for yourself. And then you use that for an excuse to go out the door and hunt around for other things. That's not unacceptable. Unacceptable. And to my sisters out there, if you are the type of female that is making the money and you got this man up in your house and you call him your man and you treat him like dirt, shame on you. Let him go. Send him to someone who's going to treat him like he need to be treated. Bottom line. Because I've seen a lot of females too hold on to a man, choke hold him, beat him down constantly, but won't release him. Because you're afraid that some other woman going to reap the good qualities that he do have. So stop that, to my sisters. But you fellas, this is crazy right here. The things I've been hearing these women share with me and the behaviors you particular guys are displaying out there is sad. You won't ever be treated as a king until you learn the behavior and the mentality of a king. Understand that. And half of you, the sad part about it is, half of you get women that treat you like kings. Take care of you, wash your clothes, make sure you got food on the table. Whatever the hell she doing for you is still not enough. That's something you need to work on, okay? And I had another one. Oh, it said basically, Mr. M was also saying, hey, I don't want her to change, but an adjustment has to be made. Yes, that is true. When two parties are agreeing that we are coming together and we're into each other like that we want to make this thing fit. Any person that care enough is going to always make room for that other person. That's what you do. It's called compromise. Okay? It's called two becoming one unit. Okay? All right. The next one was, most men don't commit because they are afraid. So, ladies, I've been figured that out a long time ago. Men are just as afraid of being hurt as women are. We get that. But when you have clear communication and you really have some conversation with a person, You'll find what you're looking at. You'll see what you got. You will know if this person full of shit, if they selfish, if they just all out for self type people. And once you see that, then just move on or let them know, hey, I mean, me and you were cool. I like you a lot and everything, but I think, yeah, I don't know if this gonna work out with us. You know, let's just be friends, whatever the case is, or not. It's up to you guys. But I told you I was coming back. I wanted to give you some things to think about, you know, because a lot of sisters out here are getting hurt, they're getting scarred, they're getting bruised because they're trusting false-faced people. And one thing to you people, you guys, the false faces, you, the ghoster, the non-committal, the no communication type guy, you. If this is what you do and you're seeking to find something beautiful in your life, it cannot happen on a lie. Know that. You're only going to get what you put out. So if you putting out fake, you putting out lie, you putting out pretend, you manipulating, you scheming, you're going to get that. And even if you got away with doing it to certain women out here, it's going to be one waiting on you. She going to be waiting on you. And you going to get it all back. Know that. Because you're trying to make people pay for, and I'm talking to all parties right now. All parties. Hurt people hurt people. And the only way to stop that is to start loving you past your hurt. Speak about your hurt. Share that hurt with someone else. Let them know that, look, I've been through some stuff. I'm not about to let you hurt me in no way. But you got to have the conversation, folks, so that this behavior can stop. Because this behavior right here sounds like the behavior of a teenage person. Really. And to know that this behavior, I started talking to 20-year-olds in their 20s and end up all the way up the chain to 60 to 70 and find that men of this age still behaving this way. We have to do better, people. Get it right. Time is precious and it waits for no one. And guess what? If any of you out there are 50 already, like my girl said, Yanni, thank you, boo, you're already half dead. So what are you going to do? Ride it out until you pass out? No. Come clean. Be big enough to show yourself. If somebody mess with you, trust me, they're going to mess with you in all your flaws. Because none of us are perfect. We all are human. We all have flaws. So, unveil yourself. Say what you need to say. Keep it real with her. Don't try to control. Don't manipulate. Don't con. Just come in clean slate and show who you are. And see what come back. You'll be surprised. Okay? Now, I also had, another individual to tell me, I have a lot of feedback from a lot of these guys. And I really like what I got. I did. And I don't want to, well, then again, I'm going to keep going. Oh, well. So, I had one, that was saying that he was breaking it down from a religious standpoint, saying that when man, and I'm going to call this one, this is Taurus, Mr. Taurus. He was saying, when man discovered religion, they started adopting all kinds of laws and rules or whatever, saying like it's okay to do certain things. Because we were on the topic of the cheating man and the man who wants constantly more than what he has, or then you want more than one wife type stuff. And that got really, really deep. I think that one can be a whole nother topic all by itself. But Taurus, he gave me a lot of good information, and I appreciate it. I understood it. He even took it back to caveman days, and he broke it down. He broke it down from that perspective as well, and was saying, sometimes instead of being on, you males have a tendency to adapt in a mortal instinct versus a natural instinct, and sometimes one overrides the other. And it causes him to do things before he actually thinks or processes it all out. Cool, I give you that. But my thing to him was, I hear what you're saying, And if that makes sense to guys that it's okay to have more than one because it's in our nature to do so, my question to him was, okay, then what about the woman? Why is it not okay for her to do the same? I feel like that should be an equal playing field, and I got a lot. We took that thing a nice little ride for a minute. And once again, I said that would have to be a whole nother follow up just based on what Taurus gave me alone. And I want to shout you out, Taurus. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your feedback. And I don't want to misinterpret anything. I did jot down some notes, but like he was saying, and when a man is on his, when he's on the on the right frequency, we know real men take care of their home. They take care of their families. They take care of what they need to do, and they make sure that no harm comes to home. And I get that. But my same question remains. A man can do all of that. They can go out and cheat. They can go out and have a whole nother freaking family somewhere. As long as he take care of home, she may never find out. I guess what she don't know truly won't hurt her. But at the end of the day, he also mentioned how some women don't care. They already know he out there. They don't give a damn long as he pay the bills and everything I need is taken care of. She don't care. And I truly believe that. I've heard older women even say, I ain't thinking about his age. Let him go on about his business. Girl, he ain't bothering me. Let him do what he want to do. And I'm like, hey, whatever works for you, works for you. But I'm speaking on behalf of these women. And very shortly you will hear the voices and possibly even see some faces of some of these beautiful women that have trusted some real, I don't want to call names because that's not helping. I want to say raunchy guys, but I'm going to just say jacked up guys. You're really just jacked up. And 9 times out of 10, the main thing I see in this behavior is hurt people hurting people. Someone has hurt them, and now they're out on a rampage making all women pay for it. And that's not okay. I've seen sisters do it. They're so bitter and so angry because of what one man done to them. They're taking advantage and ripping up good men and just shredding them to pieces with no regards. It's still not okay. Whether a female is doing it or a male is doing this behavior is unacceptable, folks, and we have to do better. We need to do better. In fact, I dare you all to make it a challenge for yourself to do better starting tonight, okay? Do that. But I don't want to take up too much time because we're already 22 minutes in, but we can go on and on. So just keep in mind, I'm calling all of my people to the front. So when I call you to the front, this is going to be follow-ups based on male versus female or vice versa, female versus male. I'm neutral. I like being in a neutral standpoint because neutral allows me to hear from both perspectives. I've been like this most of my life. I like neutral. I can see, I can hear, and the truth always falls in the middle. So I wanted to just give you guys a little bit of that. Hold on to it. If you are this type of person, you know that you have behaved this way. And if your conscience and is eating you up, that you know you're wrong, go ahead and reach out to that person. And I'm going to ask you, if you don't believe in God, if you don't pray, try it anyway. Pray and ask him to be right there in the midst when you make the call to try to make that right. Even if you can't do any more than to call that person and say, hey, you know what? I truly apologize for the way I treated you. I was so messed up and so hurt. I was angry. Hey, say whatever you need to say. But make it your business starting tonight to make a change. Okay? I love you guys, and I will get back with you. I had another gentleman to give me some information as well, and that was Mr. A. Mr. A was saying, they will always certain women to start out saying no strings attached. I just want to test it out, want to see what it's like. And like he said, that's a man's those are the famous words every man want to hear. And I'm laughing, but I hear you. And He said, and then 9 times out of 10, that gets twisted, right? And I can believe that. That can happen. The same way they say is a thin line between love and hate, is also a thin line between sex and relationship, or sex, yeah, and being in a relationship. But as long as you know that you and your person has had the conversation and you both understand that it is just a friendship, then you should be good. And I guess it's okay to check in every now and again, because if I want to know, hey, are we still there? Did anything change? What we doing? Then do that. Ask the question. And if you're not okay with being friends to that level, then let them know, hey, this is not working for me anymore. I don't want to do this, or whatever the case is. But we have to have the conversation. These behaviors have to stop. People have no time to waste out here. We're living in a goddamn pandemic right now. People dropping every day around us. Nobody needs to go with a broken heart, folks. Male or female, get it together. And ladies, that goes for you. You already know we are beautiful. You are strong. You are vibrant. But please don't get a man and choke his ass to death just to make him pay for whatever the hell you supposed to forgave him for, or whatever that damn baby father did, or your ex, whatever. Don't make somebody pay for somebody else's stuff. Okay? I love you guys, and I hope this was something for you to hold on to. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. We want to hear from you. These ladies need to hear some real positive information from all of our guys out there who are listening. Let us know what you think. Give us some feedback so I can take back to these women and let them know what, what healthy men have to say to this. Okay? And ladies, I love you, and I'm going to put this out here for my sisters real quick. Don't be the type of female that's so pissed off with that man for whatever the hell he done that you want to snatch the kids, take them away, move away, give them no rights, or any of that. Don't do that. Because you're not hurting that man. You're hurting him, but you're hurting your child the most. And you're hurting yourself. Because for all the days that you locked in with that child, you need some free time, some moment to get out with some grown-ups. You can't do it because you're so vindictive and being so bitter to keep them from seeing his dad, from the dad seeing him. Now you didn't put yourself on punishment because you can't go nowhere either. So stop it. Pray on that thing. Release that person and move forward. I love you guys. I will be back, and pretty soon you will see and hear some voices to these testimonies that I put out that these women have been going through. Okay? I love you guys, and have a wonderful evening. Smooches. Mwah.